Okay, so I finally went to the dentist. That's good. It's set. I haven't used my Chi with Barbie hair curler in a long time. So it's heating up now. I have my brush. I literally just went across the universe to get my brush, and I don't know where it is. As soon as I sat down, oh, here it is. It's black, so it just looks like a shadow. My room is actually very dark. The only light on is this ring light, which makes me even more blind to my surroundings. So it smells sweet, like cinnamon or something while it's heating up. It's not an offensive burning odor. Nexxus, most of the stuff is very, very gentle on your hair. If you want like gentle curls that are movable, you'll use this stuff here. If you want prom curls, no, semi-formal, let's say semi-formal, then you would use White Rain. That is this stuff right here. Boop. Change my ring finger. I usually wear this Oura ring on my left hand. It's just more comfortable. Already lost my hairbrush, and then I'm actually brushing my hair after I put the mousse in. And the last time I washed my hair, just for reference, is this morning at like 3 a.m. Actually took me a long time to decide it was time to take a shower. One thing I'm debating is using henna dye. But someone said that no matter which henna dye you use, it will turn orange. So even if I've got a deep brown or black even, it will turn orange. So I'm kind of scared. Does this, I think this beeps when it's ready? Maybe. Let's just try like one section. It's been so long since I've done this, so bear with me. And speaking of bear, Kevin and I have been watching on Hulu The Bear. It's pretty good. Kind of binging it. I watched Presumed Innocent on Apple, but it ended too abruptly, like there's no explanation, and now it's just over, so... Okay, so that's the curl. It would be better if I had like maybe a pin or maybe like not a bobby pin but a clip or something. And then you take your hairspray and you give it like a good little cup. You spray just this curl. Crimp it. Then you move on to the next one. I feel like I look like a piggy, not Miss Piggy from Sesame Street, or not Sesame Street, the Muppet Babies, the Muppets. I just feel like I look like a piggy, so here we go. Whenever I get worried about my weight, I usually just, that's a bad sign. I know, I hear you. I hear you. It's tangled too much. Okay. Shh. I'm trying to reset it. Okay. Sorry about that. I got tangled. So I want to have it like more facing this way, I guess. Why does it keep getting tangled? Anyways, whenever I get worried about how overweight I am, I more or less just think of people that I fell in love with and I've never really once thought about their health. And then when they are healthy, I just think about the fact that they're healthy. Is what I did last time right? Should I just reset it? This never happens. I've done this before with you guys, haven't I? Okay, so we're going to try this again. I just have one little tuft of hair. I brushed through it, set it on it, And then there. Okay, this should be fine. Like my cheering captain, not my cheering captain. I was cheering captain, co-cheering captain with this other girl who actually became a psychologist counselor, which I didn't because I like have different goals, a different focus. I don't know why I don't put school first. It would make so much more sense, but I'm just like so mentally ill and I'm just chasing I'm chasing an answer, and I feel like checking all these boxes isn't the answer. I feel like it almost takes away from finding the answer. So some people are like, Nicole, find your answer after. It's so much easier. You'll make so much money. But then I feel like it's a distraction, and I don't want to use the word lie, but I'm just like chasing something, and it keeps my brain more active in more different areas. And to me, that's what's more important. So the same thing, unfortunately, and that's a big reason why I don't have the income that they do. They're able to do that is because of my need. It's almost like being a pyro, a drug addict, dopamine seeker. Like I just want to find these different ways that activate different places in my brain. And unfortunately for me, for my family, it involves, like speaking my mind. And I hurt people's feelings. I do. To this day, I still speak my mind in a way that's really, it's not nice. It's really not. I've hurt so many people's feelings, but I feel like I'm putting my mission first. And if that leads me to, I will always think I'm right too. Like all the way to the padded walls, I'm going to think I was right every step of the way, which makes it even worse, which makes it even more detrimental to my health. Like I'm just not a healthy individual because the way that my mind works. So basically what I try to do is just think about all of those people that naturally, I don't want to say hurt people, but they do things their own way, and you kind of look at them like, maybe that's not the best way. Even though I act the way I do, I still have those feelings. I still have those thoughts. I don't automatically think assholes are cool people because I'm an asshole. I can recognize an asshole. But maybe this will help my plan. I'm just going to try to take all this back loosely and then just like a piece of it at a time, curl it and just like section it off. Here we go. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing it backwards. So it's on this side of my head. I'm using the arrow that is this one here for this side of the head, and then it'll be the opposite for the other side. Like there's this woman on Instagram who's always asking for everybody's advice. Like her son is a drug addict, and he's always asking for bail money and what would you do? And I mean, I am completely sober and conscious here in this situation. And I'm like, okay, so you're saying that you're a good woman. You're probably like a secretary in some office or something. She's got a job. She finds herself to be a good mom. And I want to root it all the way back to her being a bad mom when he was a baby, as in like thinking that it's okay to play with this little baby penis. Like that's really my illness. I'm like, I want to blame it on that 100%. And there's no scientific research to back it up, because how the hell do you research that? You don't like, how about you molest your, and then when you do it, and different people do it, and there's different outcomes, so I'm not saying it's always the answer. It's not always why. But you are a good, everyone's ignoring it, you're a mom, you're healthy, and you've done something that there's a whole world of no. And even you to yourself are not saying no. you're just thinking that you were just a mom doing your own thing. And it is if someone were to say, where'd you touch the doll? Your answer is yes, but you're saying no. And you're even believing no, even though the answer is 100% yes. The world around your son is going to change dramatically. It is. It's just going to. They're going to be sarcastically told, yes, everything is okay. And then just drawn down this line of evilness that they have fallen into, that they're creating for their gain. Just because you feel like you are not doing anything wrong. And even if at the end of the day, what you've done isn't that big of a deal. I mean, someone lit a small fire and someone burned down an entire hotel. It's harder to say no when you've dabbled. When you've done it just a little bit. So that is my experience anyways. At least that was what I was taught. Like, I remember when I was being Corbin's, caretaker, but changing his diapers and things, I felt like I was being possessed by, yeah, it's definitely locked up, possessed by my stepfather. He was like, no, Nick, it's a tick, don't even touch his dick, like, not even like just because you're his mom and you don't want to feel like you're afraid of it, so that's why you do it. Or if it doesn't have to do with taking care of your child, I think that's fine, honestly. The alarm went off for this one. I'm just going to spray it and deal with it. Like, even the smallest thing will be construed as a huge deal. And I think because those are the rules that I was living by, and that I'm living in this world where other people have to have lived by those rules, and it's the only answer that I see. So it's definitely a mental illness. It's beyond law, because there are different laws too. Like in Maine, they've being a mandatory reporter for the state. If someone says anything, or if you see anything, you have to say it, type of a thing. There are rules. It's really not as strict as I am, but mentally I cannot help it. I'm like, you're just going down the wrong path, and you're ignoring something, and you're trying to see other things as big deals. Like, your son won't clean his room. Turns into your son does drugs pretty easily if you don't address your own wrongdoings. I'm just wondering if that is the answer. I almost feel like it's my job to just test, just see if it's going to help, or because I care. It can't hurt just to get the, what's it called? Voice. It's just looking weird. Having people just more aware. Awareness is the word I'm looking for. Of what I'm trying to get this one straight piece right here. Can you curl just that one strand? It's not gonna. Oh, it did! It took it in. Cool. So basically, through lots of therapy and help, I'm just being distracted and knowing that if I'm saying anything, it's really just making my own issues worse. So I try not to. Whatever I do, it's not going to make it any better. If I say anything, it's not going to make it any better. So why say anything at all? I thought that it was because of awareness, but really I'm just hurting people and making them confused. And I'm also not sure enough. Like, I don't know. I'm just shooting shots in the dark that are causing rifts between relationships that could have been built. I am always 100% more healthy if I don't know at all. The second I find out, I start to investigate. And also, like, I'll think no. Like, I'll just feel like they're more like me. And I honestly, I don't know. Yes, I see. So I'm kind of afraid of everyone. And I compare it to shoplifting. Like, you don't like people that steal. And then you find out all your new friends are thieves. Or you don't ever find out. You just feel more comfortable with these different groups of people. There's really no way of knowing. You've really just got to be a pirate of your own love, wherever you feel the happiest and healthiest. And that's where, no matter how much of a, oh dear God, what's the opposite of conservative you are? You've just got to make those sacrifices. You've got to know that you don't know. No matter how much you want to know, you don't. But I think it's a huge deal. And I think I do know, and like I said, that's what makes me more mentally ill than anything. Good. I thought I was gonna like crap out on me or something, but it's still working. I hope people are understanding of my situation, considering like where I've come from and like being told things and thinking things and getting lost and getting found, and it's hard. It really is. Okay, so I want, because it's going this way, I want this curl to go this way. I don't want them to be like depressed or blame themselves forever. Like, oh, my son's a drug addict just because of whatever. Like, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But it's just the friends and the people that they meet. It's how things evolve into something. Is this going to do anything? Yeah. And even if you don't, I'm not saying that because you did it, it means they're going to. Or because you didn't, it means they're not going to. It's just coping mechanisms. It's really hard to be a mom. I definitely wasn't ready to be a mom. I did not ask to be a mom. In fact, she said no. I was like, excuse me, but it was too late, you know. I just think mentally, the way I was raised, and the way that I look at the world. See, this is all flat. I feel like I curled everything now. And this isn't even curled. I'm gonna like sift through all of my hair. Find, so I'm gonna do this way. And it does yell at you if you've got too much hair, and it yells at you if it's tangled. So, we'll see. It's just so much easier than a curling iron. I think I saw Mia Maples do this, and I was like, yes, that is what I'm going to do. Okay, there. That's my hair. You can like brush them out or spray them to keep them tight or put it up in like some kind of fun way. I'm not a person who does her hair very often at all, but I do like the ability to. I just like to have a little tool that helps me along. Get like a clip or something would be cool, just like something like that right there. I have no clips, so I have whatever the hell is in here now, which this is so far gone. This is definitely not Ariana Grande, Ariana Beauty. So long ago. Tired. Ugh. No face prep, but I have used lots of different like astringents. I've used bleach, clarifying lotion, all of it. So it's actually not a bad color. It's a little pale, a little too neutral. So my face is going to look like super glowy. Super glowy. I'm gonna use this concoction here. I don't have any blush over here though. I have two blush brushes. Maybe, is there a pink in this, the winter one? No, but there's a few colors I can use as like a highlighter. Ooh, I can use this as a powder brush. So So I watched like this huge expose thing on Jaclyn Hill. Oh my gosh, I was so sad. Her boyfriend turned husband turned ex-husband died of a drug overdose. Oh my god. I was sad. I was like, whoa, too much for me right now. Because I just haven't been keeping up at all. Like, it became relevant before, like, after she was, like, huge and she was starting to become nothing. I think I was distracted by, like, Mia Maples and Tati. And then, like, whenever Tati brought her up, it was not negative, but it was just kind of like, she's not me kind of a thing. So I didn't really like, oh, she's talking about this person. Let's investigate her or whatever. It was just like, oh, okay. That's what she thinks of her. And then she just kind of imploded. But as a person, as an individual, she just seems very confused, just like everybody else. So I'm like, wow, we've been going through a really hard time together. Like, since 2011, she's been doing this. And basically right after she started to make big bucks, her life became very, very hard. So, all right, so I'm going to try to take this blush brush and all this excess lipstick and put on it. I'm just going to smirk a little bit. Just get like the apples of my cheeks to be out some more. There. See, like, no color, some color. It's a little bit too dark right there, but it's fine. I've got, what do I have? So this is a lip liner. We don't need that right now. We do have a mascara that I'm going to use. Oh, Happy and Blue. So nostalgic. Oh, I love this stuff. Use some blue eyeshadow. Maybe I can use my lip liner as like an eyeliner. It's really dark, and I used to use it in my heyday. In my early 20s, I would love to use Clinique's Pomegranate lip liner as an eyeliner, and I would just like weird my clients out so much. They'd be like, well, really? Is this really what we're doing now? Am I in the right chair? Am I talking to the right makeup lady? Well, anyways, through it so far. Definitely gonna need a mirror. Can I take this out? Ooh, I can. Just want it to be more sharp. I have these new like window blackout things, which are pretty neat. I got those from Amazon, like $60. I don't really have like an Amazon storefront. I don't really shop that often, but I'm starting to shop more now that I'm getting like credit back. So the one thing I realized about lip liners is I feel like they stain better than eyeliners, like, and they stay in the same spot. They don't really smudge as much. But they're more likely to have red tones, which do lead you to look like you've got red eyes. Pink eye or something like that. This is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I just got the mini. I don't really use it that much. But I do like it. I just like applying it. I like the little bristles. I feel like I'm more in charge and more control of how I use it. Anyways, like I was saying way back in the beginning, I just feel like more confident when I think about people that are who I'm emulating, who I feel more like. They're not necessarily the covers of magazines, but they are the covers of my mind frame when I'm feeling the healthiest and happiest. So, I definitely try hard to listen to doctors, to be an example through my diet, but overall, when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm not embarrassed at my weight. I feel fine. I feel happy. But not bad. It's fun. It feels like I didn't get any of the back though. Where'd I put it? Anyways, where's this little machine? I threw it under here. This thing heated up fast. So basically it blinks until it's heated. And I swear to God, it like blinked once or twice and then it was fully heated. So, because it like, I plugged it in right before I hit record and yeah, that feels good. You can like feel the curls nice and full. If you do it right, you should be able to just pull it right out. This one, and then this one. No. This one. Shh. Okay. Okay. I swear to God, I just set it there, and then like to find it to re-up on my curls. I'm just gonna wash all of this out anyways. Mousse, and then I'm just gonna kind of like bounce into them some mousse. Some people will pin them and then just wait a couple hours and then release them so they're more pliable but maintain their curl. They can just like work with them more without worrying about them. Some like big ones and little ones, very inconsistent. Like no matter what I do, it's very inconsistent. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Sorry if I make you crazy. Because of the thoughts in my mind. They make me crazy too. But at the end of the day, I'm just an average Jane. Normal, plain Jane. I do what needs to be done. I do my laundry. I put my pants on one leg at a time. Actually, no, I don't. I think I like step into my pants and then pull them up. See, someone said to me once that everyone puts their pants on the same. And all I could think of was like, is that true though? I don't think that's true. I'm not sure though.